student. Topic reproduction in lower and higher plant. In previous video we learned the term what is abiotic pollinating agent. Pollination means transfer of pollen grain from anther to receptive stigma, and the agents which transfer the non-motile pollen grain from anther to receptive stigma are called as a pollinating agent. Pollinating agents classified into two types. First is a abiotic and second is a biotic. Abiotic means the non-living factors which transfer pollen grains from anther to receptive stigma of same or another flower of same or another plant berry. So these are called as a abiotic pollinating agent. In previous lecture we also learned which are the abiotic pollinating agent and then their types. First we learn the abiotic agent, it is called as a wind, and second abiotic pollinating agent is a water. So wind pollination is called as a anemophily and water pollination is called as a hydrophily. Wind pollination it is also called as a anemophily, and wind pollinated plants are known as a anemophilous. Then water pollination it is called as a hydrophily and the plants are called as a hydrophilous. When pollination takes place below the water surface, it is called as a hygrophily, and when pollination takes place on the surface of the water, then it is called as a epihydrophily. And we also learn their floral adaptative character. For example, in anemophily, flowers are small, inconspicuous. Flowers do not consist of nectary glands. Flowers are colorless. Flowers are not showy, not attractive, and pollen grains are produced in a large quantity. Pollen grains are light in weight. Anther is a versatile, smooth-walled pollen grains are present. These floral adaptative character we learn in a anemophily type of a pollination. Example: sugarcane, bamboo, various kind of the cereal. Then water pollination means pollinating agent is a water. Here flowers are small, inconspicuous. Pollen grains are covered by a mucus layer. Pollen grains are covered by a mucus layer, and enzyme is a absent. Examples: Monstera, Vallisneria. These are the example for the hydrophily. Then in this lecture we learn the term what is biotic pollinating agent. Bio means living. The living factor or living pollinating agent which transfer pollen grains from one flower to another flower or one plant to another flower. These living factors are called as a biotic pollinating agent. So definition of a biotic pollinating agent is the pollinating agent, the living pollinating agent which transfer pollen grain from anther to stigma of another flower of another plant. So this pollinating agent are called as a biotic pollinating agent. For biotic pollinating agent, which are the biotic pollinating agent? First biotic pollinating agent is insect. Second pollinating agent is a bird, and third pollinating agent is called as a bat. So pollinating agent consists of first type is a biotic pollinating agent, and second type is called as a biotic pollinating agent. Biotic pollinating agent consists of how many type of the pollination? First type is called as a insect pollination. Second type is called as a bird pollination, and third type is called as a bat pollination. So scientific term for insect pollination. Insect pollination, it is also called entomophily. Insect pollination, it is also called entomophily. Then bird pollination, it is also called as a ornithophily, and bat pollination, it is also called as a chiropterophily. So these are the subtypes of the biotic pollinating agent. First type is a entomophily, second type is a ornithophily, and third type is a chiropterophily. Entomophily. Example of the entomophily, for example, rose, China rose, that is hibiscus, sunflower, bougainvillea, salvia. These are the example of the entomophily. For entomophily, which floral adaptative characters are required? First character, it is the opposite character for wind pollination. In insect pollination, first character, flowers are large, flowers are showy, and flowers are attractive. For entomophily, first floral adaptative character is flowers are larger, flowers are showy, and flowers are attractive. Because when corolla or petals are attractive, then various kind of the insects are attracted. And for insect pollination, which type of the insect are attracted? For example, butterflies, for example, moth, for example, beetles. 70 to 80% pollination, insect pollination take place by the various type of the bees. So these are the example of the various insect. In insect pollination, first floral adaptative character is flowers are larger, flowers are showy, and flowers are attractive. Second important character, insects are attractive. Why insects are attracted? Because flower consist nectary glands, and these nectary glands secrete large amount of the nectar. For sucking this nectar, various kind of the insects are attracted for this flower, or they visit on this flower. So first character is a flowers are larger, flowers are showy, and flowers are attractive. Second character, flower consists of nectary gland, and nectary gland produces large amount of the nectar. Third character, flowers have a good smell, that is fragrance. So insects are attractive on this flower. Next character, in wind pollination, we learn the floral adaptative character are the pollen grains are smooth bond. But in insect pollination, floral adaptative character are pollen grains are spiny. Spiny means on exine, when spines are present, Then these types of the pollen grains are known as a spiny. These spiny pollen grains stick on the legs of the insect. And when this insect visited one flower from another flower, then pollen grains are automatically transferred, that is from one location to another location, and here pollination takes place. So pollen grains are a spiny. This is the important floral adaptative character for a insect pollination. Then stigma is a sticky. Stigma, it is the part of the carpel. Carpel consists how many parts? 3 parts: stigma, style and ovary. For insect pollination, floral adaptative character is a stigma, is a sticky. In salvia, there is the lever mechanism is seen. In salvia, lever mechanism. Lever mechanism means in salvia plant, flowers are protanthus and stamens are bifurcated to lobe. When insects visit on this stamen, then pollen grains attached to the legs of this insect, and then pollen grains are transferred. So in a salvia, lever mechanism is seen. So these are the floral adaptative characters of the entomophyll. First character is flowers are large and attractive. Flowers are bright in color. And another important character, when flowers are large, showy, attractive, this is the floral adaptative character. But when flowers are small, they are grouped into the inflorescence. What is the definition of the inflorescence? Inflorescence means the group of the flowers. Group of the flowers which are arranged on a peduncle. This is called as a inflorescence. So flowers are large, showy, attractive. This is the floral adaptative character. But in insect pollination, when flowers are small, then they are grouped into the inflorescence. So this attractive type of the inflorescence, the insects are attracted on this flower. Then nectary glands are present, pollen grains are spiny, stigma is sticky. An example is a rose, salvia, bougainvillea. These are the example of the insect pollination. Then we see the second type of the pollination. It is called as a ornithopily. When pollination takes place by bird, then it is called as a ornithopily. Example: Bignonia, Butea and Bombax. Example of ornithopily is Bignonia, Butea and Bombax. First floral adaptative character for ornithopily is flowers are large. Then floral parts are the thick and fleshy. Corolla is a tubular and funnel shaped. Corolla is a tubular and funnel shaped. Then flowers with bright color, that is flowers are showy and attractive. Flowers lack fragrance because birds have a poor smell. So flower lacks fragrance, and flowers produce large amount of the nectar, and flower produced a large amount of the nectar. These are the floral adaptative character of ornithopily. First character is flowers are large. Second, thicky and fleshy floral part. Third, corolla is tubular and funnel shaped. Fourth character, flowers with bright colored. Flowers lack fragrance, and flowers produce a large amount of the nectar. Example of ornithopily is Bignonia, Butea, Bombax. So these are the two types of the biotic pollinating agent. The first is a entomopily. Entomon means insect, and Cheiropterophily. Cheiropterophily. When pollination takes place by bat, then it is called as a Cheiropterophily. Example, first example Cagelia, second example Pinnata, third example Bauhinia, and last example Adansonia. Floral adaptive character for Cheiropterophily. First, flowers are larger. This is the common character of Entanophily, Ornithophily, and Cheiropterophily. But here we remember this one. Plant open their flower during night. So nocturnal plants, that is, they open their flower during the night. This is the important character for a Cheiropterophily. Third is a flowers emit fruity odor. A large number of the plant produces large number of the stamens. So when large number of the stamens are present, then large amount of the pollen grains are also produced. So these are the floral adaptive character for Cheiropterophily. First, flowers are larger. Second, plant open their flower during night. Third, flowers emit fruity odor. Large number of plant produces large number of the stamen. So automatically pollen grain produced in a larger quantity. Example of the Cheiropterophily is a Cagelia. Second example Pinnata. Third, Bauhinia, and last example is a Adansonia. These are the example of the Cheiropterophily. So these three subtype of the biotic pollinating agent classified or categorized into abiotic and biotic. Abiotic means anemophily and hydrophily, and biotic means entanophily, ornithophily, and Cheiropterophily. These are the classification of the pollinating agent. So we also remember these three terms. When pollination takes place by snail, then it is called malacophily. When pollination takes place by snail, then it is called malacophily. When pollination takes place by ant, then it is called as a myrmecophily. And when pollination takes place by snake, it is called as a ophidophily. So here pollinating agent is a snake, here pollinating agent is a ant, here pollinating agent is a snake. When pollination takes place by the snake, it is called as a malacophily. When pollination takes place by ant, it is called as a myrmecophily. And when pollination takes place by snake, it is called as a ophidophily. These are the types of the biotic pollinating agent. So we learn what is pollinating agent, classification of the pollinating agent, and their types of the pollinating agent. Types: anemophily, that is wind pollination; hydrophily, that is water pollination; hydrophily consists of hypohydrophily and epihydrophily. Anemophily example: sugarcane, maize, bamboo, grasses, cereal. Example of the hydrophily: first example is a hydrilla, second example zostera, vallisneria. These are the examples of the hydrophily. Then biotic pollination. First type is a insect pollination. Insect pollination, for example, rose, sunflower, bougainvillea, and salvia. In salvia flower, which mechanism is seen? This mechanism is called as a lever mechanism. Second type is a ornithophily. Example, Bignonia. Second example, Butea. Third example, Bombex. And Chiropterophily. Example, Cachelia, Pinnata, Begonia, and Adamsonia. And pollination types. First is a self-pollination, and second type is a cross-pollination. Self-pollination consists of autogamy, gyptomigamy, and cross-pollination consists of first type is a gynogamy and second type is a hybridization. So, in this video, we learn pollinating agent and their role and which type of the floral adaptative character take place in entamophily, then ornithophily, and chiropterophily. Example. Also, we learn the examples of the entamophily, example of the ornithophily, and example of the chiropterophily. And snake pollination is called as a malleophily, and the pollination is called as a melacophily, and snake pollination is called as a opiophily. So, in this lecture, pollinating agent term is completed. In next video, we